Here's a quick and easy way to protect your cork rod grips and keep them looking good for years to come. Hey guys, you know how much I love cork rod grips. You know, there's nothing wrong with the EVA foam, but I like the finish, the look, and the feel of a quality cork grip on a rod. Well, the thing with cork rod grips, after a while of using them, after a number of times, they can become pitted, they can, get nicked up, but also they can absorb the oils and sweats out of your hand, off the baits you're using, simply become dirty and grimy. Well, if you've been doing a lot of fishing for a while, you may have been snooping around on the web, you may have used it for years, you can get cork seals. You can buy specific chemicals to seal the cork grip. Well, here's another quick, easy tip for you to do that, you might even have this sitting around your house, or go to your local department store or hardware store and pick up and get some more life out of your grip, make it look really crisp, make it pop. Well, you can always, again, order or go to your local tackle shop or rod builder and get some cork seal. Well, what I have here is from a local department store. All it is some Minwax fast drying polyurethane. I got, in this case here, the semi-gloss, So, it's clear, and it works very similar. The thing is, though, keep in mind, you don't want to put a whole lot onto your rod grip because it'll become slippery, can sometimes become tacky, won't dry that well. So if you're going to use polyurethane, it really does work. I simply use a small sponge, really inexpensive paintbrush, and I work it in really well into the grain, so it's going to absorb it really well. Again, you really don't want to build up the finish on it because it becomes slippery. It may not dry that properly. It may become kind of tacky. I know the purists out there will say, oh, don't use polyurethane on it, but it's it's just an option. You want to try it. You may not like it, but try it on one of your rods if you're interested in it, or if you have a split grip or only a partial cork grip, use part of it, try it out. If you have a piece of cork in your house, say from a bottle or something, try it on that just to see what it looks like. But again, go to your local department store, hardware store, pick up some basically here it's a fast drying, it's a thinner polyurethane, not the really heavy thick stuff. It says one coat is good for 6 coats or something like that, like you're finishing a floor or a table. That stuff's going to be really thick. You want to use the thinner stuff that's going to kind of soak in, because you don't want to build up the finish on your rod grip, although you may want to, maybe as your preference. But just a thin coat is going to basically absorb right into it, and just, don't overdo it. Just put enough on there just to make that you can see it's going to get damp and be absorbed in. And then just leave the rod sitting around for, a day or two. Make sure it's totally cured and dried before you put it on your boat and hit the water with it. But it's going to really do some nice things. It's going to make the grain in your your grip pop. It's going to look really cool, but it'll also keep you from getting your oils and greases and stuff off your hands or off your boat or your lures and your bait from soaking in and making your grips look all kind of funky. And it'll do some protection for it too, to protect it from the water damage or dry rotting or just simply getting banged up or discolored from age and wear and tear. So go to your local store if you have some grips and try it out. Quick tip for you too, also on top of that, if you have a grip you've been using for a while, a rod you've had, you may be able to take it and kind of sand it down lightly, try to get some of the oils and greases out of it, and then try it. The only problem with that is if you're going to use it on a rod that you've already used a number of times, if it's absorbed enough oil and grease into your grip, the urethane might not dry. So just beware of that. But, you got a new rod, you want to try to get it to last a little bit longer and make the grip kind of pop on you, make it look really good. Try some urethane, the polyurethane like here, fast drying Minwax polyurethane. Like I said, don't put too much on there, just enough to let it soak in a little bit and dry for you. So hope the tip helps you out. As always, please subscribe to the Fishyaker YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and we'll catch you on the water.
Fishyaker.com, the original kayak rigging video series.